to Renegade Nation Stadium. You are looking live as we come to you on the Virtual Football Network. Simulation Football League action continuing this week on the Sunday nightcap as we've got the Arizona Scorpions coming to town to play Oklahoma City. It's Cameron Duty and Rochelle Colston here on the call. We've got Jadoobie Doo and Joshua Durr in the stats truck, and of course Cameron Irvine is back at SFL HQ. Rochelle, again, good to be with you. Always exciting to call a game with you, and today we've got two teams that, while this is our first time playing each other, there is a lot of history between these two teams. As for those of you who may remember, back in season 13, the Oklahoma City Renegades, they sold to Arizona. Oklahoma City's back with a vengeance here. Rochelle, wanting to get the upset W. What's your thoughts?
Well, like I said, it's coming full circle for sure. Now, the Renegades are playing the team that they sold to originally, so it should be interesting. And Arizona's not having the best season; they're 3-4. Ashley Jackson's had some, interception problems. We'll just see how it goes.
Arizona looking to keep from going on a 2-game losing streak, and that would be the second time this season that happens. If it does, we have 4 quarters to figure it out. As that sails through the end zone for the touchback, we will start on offense here with Oklahoma. Quarterback Colin Pierce, number 6, and the 2 halfbacks Jacob Brewer and Frank Udon, and the fullback Tiberius Bovine. We'll see them in the backfield this evening. First and 10 rolling out. Colin Pierce throwing, and it is complete to the tight end, number 89, for the 7-yard gain, 2nd and 3.
Now, both of these uniforms are looking really nice out here.
Stephen McMichael's the tight end. The wide receivers, Christian Bacigalupi, Dallas Sanders, and the 2 tight ends, Jonathan Kilgore and the aforementioned Stephen McMichaels. 2nd down, the run by Udon. He gets 1, 3rd and 2 coming up.
Good open field tackle by Adam Wiseman there.
We'll introduce you to this Arizona defense as this game goes on. 3rd and 2 quickly here for OKC. With the throw complete. A nice job throwing off the back foot. There's Colin Pierce finding Bacigalupi for the 1st down.
Surprised they're throwing on 3rd and 2, but great play call by the receiver. Pretty open. Nice little route by Bacigalupi. Just a quick, straight down the field, quick turnaround.
The defense for Arizona, the defensive ends, D.D. Sachs and Alex Constantine. The defensive tackles, Hunter Norwood, David Tilley. And we'll continue after this play with that defensive lineup. Throwing again, hit as he threw it. Incomplete, 2nd and 10, pressure coming. The linebackers, Sean Moore and J.R. Lawless and Adam Wiseman. The cornerbacks for Arizona, Xavier Rowe, Terrell Davis, and the cornerbacks, Ernest McCray Sr., Everett Garrison, and the safeties, Rain Rie and Bernard Smith. Motion now for Jonathan Kilgore in Oklahoma City. Pierce again to throw, going deep. Looks like that was McMichael's the intended target, taking a shot laid out by Bernard Smith, the strong safety from Arizona.
Yeah, Bernard Smith just came and made a huge hit right when the ball got to the receiver. No chance of catching the ball there.
Smith, a season 20 All-Star here in his 1st season in Arizona, coming over, as we mentioned, from the Atlanta Swarm. And 3rd and 10. Bovine, the fullback, goes in motion and settles on the line. Play clock down to 4. Pressure coming, hit as he throws, and he's just got to get rid of it. Pierce taking a shot right up around the ribs, and it's 4th and 10.
That time, Arizona brought the house. I mean, there's not enough people to cover everybody that was rushing in.
Colin Pierce is a quarterback, a season 20 All-Star, as a matter of fact, who has had to deal with some of the growing pains here in Oklahoma this season. 93 of 203 completion attempts, 3 touchdowns to 12 interceptions. He has been pressured a lot and has taken a lot of hits. on the kick return there. Arizona will take over at the 33-yard line. Let's welcome their starting offense. Quarterback Ashley Jackson, a 3-time All-Star. The halfbacks Brad Jones and DJ Moses II. The fullback Bismarck Wright. The wide receivers Donnie Hands and Buchanan Simons. Yayo Montana, TJ Punk. The tight end Will Todd. We'll stop there for this first play from scrimmage for Arizona. Jackson to throw, complete, a beautiful read to Montana, and it's the 1st and 10.
Yeah, both teams come out first play of their drives, throwing the ball. Actually looking sharp here.
Continuing with this starting lineup for Arizona, the line, the tackles, Patrick Kelly and Sean Crooked. The guards, Kiara Storm and Kiara Sting. And at center, Stan Clark. Kiara Sting and Stan Clark, both rookies in their first season, undrafted, picked up here by the Scorpions. Jackson to throw deep, finding a wide open target, TJ Punk, 2-time All-Star. What a play there.
First of all, let's credit the offensive line for Arizona giving Ashley all day. TJ Punk just found himself on an island. There was no defenders around him.
Yep, it certainly looked as if on the defensive side, it was Brady Clark, the free safety, was running a vertical route, and he cut back inside, and it's all kinds of advantage of that. We'll look at this Oklahoma defense in just a moment. Arizona moving the ball well. Across the 30. One nice leaping grab by Donnie Hands, an appropriate name for Donnie Hands, so that's a 1st and 10.
And Ashley's attacking in the middle of the field. Lots of empty spaces in the secondary for Oklahoma.
Defensive lineup for Oklahoma, the defensive end, Shin Yoneda. The linebackers, Jad McPherson, Sabo Kanan, Aaron Gooden. The cornerbacks, Pharaoh Raines, Thomas and Rahman, and Thomas and Rahman Jr. as they keep it on the ground for the first time today. That's Bismarck Wright with the carry. And rounding out this Oklahoma defense, the free safeties, Brady Clark, and the strong safety, Josh Vasquez. 2nd and 4 coming, Rochelle.
A nice little run play there to pick up a 6 yards in the red zone.
A handoff stopped at the line. A good defensive play by Sabo Cannon, able to come up and stuff them, force them into a 3rd and 4 situation.
And your playbook's pretty wide open here. Ashley's been throwing the ball a lot so far this game. Let's see if they keep it on the ground or put it in the air. They're going to the air here.
Sabo Cannon comes into this game with 440 tackles to his career. They get 441 now. Out of the backfield, the screen pass goes nowhere, and that's a good play as Todd not able to make nothing happen upfield. Oklahoma City getting a big stop and really kind of relegating them to a field goal attempt here.
Yeah, it's like a slow developing play. Great play by the defense.
A 27-yard attempt coming by Cliff Allen. The snap and the hold is good, as well as the kick. Arizona going up on the board 3-0. You know, one thing that can be said, Arizona looked really hot coming down the stretch there, and then this Oklahoma defense was able to string together some nice defensive plays. This is a defense that has really struggled this season, so that is certainly a positive there in their improvement. Good kick, sails out of the end zone into the tunnel. A souvenir for somebody down there, Rochelle.
Not often does it go through into the tunnel, but, you know, nice kick.
Second drive of the day beginning here for Oklahoma City. Pierce under center, one man in the backfield. And they'll go throw. Pressure coming, and Pierce is again on the ground already the 2nd time today. Defensive tackle Hunter Norwood, Hall of Famer there with the tackle and the sack, excuse me.
Yeah, Warren Norwood just basically just shoved past his the defender and got right to the quarterback. No chance there.
That is Hunter's 157th sack of his career. That is 2nd in the SFL history books. Pierce, pressure again, but he somehow, the open man, breaking a tackle. Tiberius Bovine, another Hall of Famer, down to the 30, still on his feet somehow. close to the red zone. And that is how you respond to a negative play.
Wow. I mean, he's not the fastest guy in the world, but he broke that tackle there and just was off to the races. Number 22 gave chase, and somehow he managed to stay in bounds.
Look at that.
He put some ballet classes over the offseason.
Yeah, nice balance. It was Rain Rie who actually was not able to bring Bovine down, and that is what set up this big play for Oklahoma City. Good position. The ground game, though, going to lose two. The toss play to the left side for Brad Jones. Unfortunately, going nowhere, so it's 2nd and long.
Yeah, no, that's not the way you want to start off your first down when you just do this huge play.
Pierce throwing pressure around the edge. It is complete to Bovine. Had to come back for it, but he's going to get 5. And that's the 3rd and 7, so more manageable here.
Now remember, OKC does not have a contract kicker. I do believe they're in field goal range, though.
That's a good point to make, Rochelle, on 3rd and 7. Can they keep this drive alive? Pierce rolling out, throwing over the middle. Complete again, and that was contested by Tiberius Bovine. A matter of fact, I believe he took it out of the defender's hands, and because of that, I'm going to already call that the nice hands catch of the game, brought to you by Retroid. Put a Retroid handheld in your hand and play the only video game with your player in it, SFL 4K23. Look at that concentration.
It looks like he just went right through the defender's hands, but great concentration by Bovine to bring it in.
And the drive will continue. 1st and goal inside the 10, actually spotted at the 8. Pressure coming, and Pierce is down again. They just cannot keep him upright. And that's Norwood again with the 153rd, let's see, what was that? 158th sack of his career, excuse me. But look at that, they can't keep Pierce upright long enough to really make a good play.
Arizona is applying so much pressure. Watch their linebackers line up.
Second and goal. They try the rollout. Pierce back across his body, and it's a touchdown. Finding Bovine again. Talk about resilience. This has been a great drive for Oklahoma City.
I mean, you have your fullback doing it all. He's a receiver, he's a fullback, he's all over the field.
One-handed. I'm not going to call that the nice hands catch of the game, but a great play nonetheless by Tiberius Bovine. And coming up big, the Hall of Famer. That is his first touchdown of the season. And the kick is good. So, Oklahoma jumping out to a 7-3 lead here at 3:24 remaining in this first, and we've got ourselves a ball game.
We certainly do. One big play opened things up, and then Bovine went to work.
That is Bovine's 92nd touchdown of his career. That's 9th all time.
He's playing a couple of positions, too. Tight end, the fullback.
He's a jack of all trades. As this kick is returned by Montana. Pretty good field position starting out here for Scorpions, and it's the little things like that that you can see the effect of not having the contracted kicker. Field position typically a little bit better too on the kickoffs.
Yeah, definitely.
1st and 10 on the 35-yard line for Ashley Jackson. 3:20 remaining in this first frame. We thank you all for being here with us tonight. Hopefully you're enjoying the game from wherever you are. Hopefully you've had a good weekend. Good run by Brad Jones right out of the gate, putting the old spin cycle on and getting enough for the first.
Yeah, Arizona came out like firing all cylinders and just kind of like fizzled out in the end zone. They did a great job of moving the ball down the field until they got to the red zone.
Yeah, credit to the OKC defense for stepping up there. We'll see what Jackson and company can do here. Pressure coming, but it's picked up nicely, so Jackson throws along the sidelines, and it is complete. A good route run by Yayo Montana for a gain of 6.
A nice first down play. Pick up 6 yards, 2nd and 4. Very manageable here.
Beautiful night here in Oklahoma. Second and 4 coming up for the Scorpions. Will Todd, the tight end, going in motion for Jackson. Play clock is down to 5. And it is a handoff. Jones once more. And they're going to say he's just short of the first. Big 3rd and 1 coming up here.
Yeah, I thought maybe like more like 3rd and inches, but
We would expect run.
definitely. Yeah, 2 halfbacks.
Which means you never know with us, Rochelle.
Right?
Could be the exact opposite, but we do get this correct. That's Bismarck Wright with all kinds of room to run, and he gets the first down. I guess we can say we were right one time tonight if we're not anymore.
Yeah, I mean, whenever you need like a yard or less, it's always a good time to give it to your fullback. Big bruiser for a runner.
Handing it off to Jones, and that's just a wall of blue jerseys there, and getting credit for that tackle is once again Sabo Kanan.
We've called his name a few times tonight also.
Between Sabo Kanan and Bovine, they've certainly already put the work in this first quarter for Oklahoma City.
Definitely.
Jackson throwing, rolls out a little bit, looking downfield, almost intercepted. Good coverage downfield as well. I think that went through Brady Clark's hands, and then at the end of it, the receiver took quite a hit. I believe that was McMichaels who was the intended target.
Yeah, great job by Brady Clark. They've been picking on him all night.
3rd and 9, 3 receivers to the top of the screen here. Out of the backfield.
Oh, no.
Along the flat. First down. Montana makes them pay with a great route and an even better run afterwards. Good eyes by Jackson.
There's this huge block on the outside. I missed a number. There we go.
Yeah, that's Donnie Hands.
Donnie Hands with a great block.
Putting those hands to work. Yeah, not just
when
catching.
Receivers can block for you. It's usually a good outcome.
You kind of read my mind with what I was about to say there, Rochelle. Absolutely. Less than a minute to play in quarter number 1. Buchanan Simons goes in motion. Moves to the left of Jackson. She'll look that direction, throwing a bevy of receivers down there. And it is Simons who comes up with the reception and the first down.
Yeah, Simons is usually Arizona's deep threat. He's fast, quick to the ball. That time, number 88 was also in the area, TJ Punk.
One of those things where you kind of know where they're going to go with it, but you got to stop it. In that case, Arizona able to make a big play just outside of the 10-yard line here for the Scorpions. First set of downs. We'll see a run play by Jones. He gets a couple. They're going to give him 3, and that's going to be our last play of the first. Oklahoma City with the early lead tonight. Arizona moving the ball nicely. We'll be right back. This is the SFL on the Virtual Football Network. Cameron Duty here with Rochelle Colston, Joe Doobie-Doo, and Joshua Durr in the stats truck, and Cameron Irvine at SFL headquarters. I formation for Jackson and the Arizona Scorpions. Pressure coming. Bismarck Wright shaking some tackles. Looked as if for a moment Wright would be able to free himself. He's going to be just a couple yards short. 3rd and 2. Can Oklahoma do what they did last time, Rochelle, and get the stop?
They seem to be doing much better defending the ground game. Yeah, everybody in the box.
Everybody in the box on 3rd and 2. And Jones is going to get pushed in with a little bit of help and into the lead for the Arizona Scorpions. It is a touchdown for number 23.
Credit the O-line for creating the hole and Bismarck Wright just pushed his way through. I'm sorry, that was Brad Jones.
That is the second touchdown of the season for Brad Jones, and for Jones, that is his 88th touchdown of his career. Great response by Arizona, and a methodical drive as Allen's extra point is good, putting them up by 3. An 11-play, 65-yard drive, nearly 4 minutes on that drive, Rochelle.
Yep, very methodical indeed by Arizona. Using their run game, very balanced offense.
Oklahoma City now needing to respond. Allen's kick again back to the goal line where it will be returned. And a fumble, but picked up thankfully by one of the special teamsmen. That could have been dangerous. That was Skaggs on the carry, taking a shot at the end of it right here. And Fred Miller, the tackle, playing on special teams, able to pick it up. Crisis averted.
That could have been a disaster for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were able to dodge a huge bullet that time. And they'll take over on the 24-yard line. Cullen Pierce throwing quick, just out of the hands of his intended target. He was going for Jonathan Kilgore. I got to say, Rochelle, I really liked the play design there, quickly getting it out of Pierce's hands so they couldn't put him on the ground again.
Yeah, because the pressure is definitely steady from Arizona. He's got to get rid of the ball in a hurry.
Second down, that is again Kilgore going in motion. And Pierce to throw. Oh, and just off the hands of McMichaels. Had him wide open with actually quite a bit of green out in front, and he just dropped it.
He's got to catch those. You got to help your quarterback out. I mean, he's forced to throw the ball quickly. You got to hang on.
And that was a great route, and like we said, a great play design too. So to avoid going 3 and out here, Oklahoma City is going to try to get 10 yards on something, and you see the pressure coming, Rochelle.
Always.
Pierce going to have to get rid of this one. He does. Screen pass out of the backfield. That's not a bad play design. Caught by Udon. Just too many yards to have to get. 6 were gained. They needed 4 more, and they're going to have to punt this one away.
Now, I think Oklahoma's got to go further down the field. With all the pressure they're bringing, there's got to be some openings downfield.
Beagles is the punter.
Not a bad
Pretty good. No, not bad at all. Fielded around the 23. Flag on the play as TJ Punk was on the return.
Clipping?
Yep. And that's going against Arizona, number 44. And we'll see if we get a replay here. Looks like we will not. So that backs them up to the 18-yard line. We'll see what Ashley Jackson and company can do. Pressure for Oklahoma City here, Rochelle. And on the carry. Oh, look at Brad Jones. They had him stopped at the line of scrimmage. The guy simply wouldn't go down.
He just kept turning those feet, and he's dragging the defenders down the field with him. Nice 7-yard pickup.
Yeah, that was impressive. Get 7 out of it. Formation again for Arizona here. And Bismarck Wright running left side. That time well defended by Oklahoma City, and Brady Clark gets that tackle.
Josh Vasquez was also there, coming up from a strong safety spot.
Crowd coming to their feet, as you can hear. Getting loud here inside the stadium. And a third down play. Jackson to throw. Pressure coming, but stands in there, and it is incomplete. She had her target downfield of Will Todd, but it was McPherson who made the jarring hit to keep him from securing the football.
Great play by Oklahoma. Secondary's looking pretty tough.
certainly playing tough tonight, indeed. Brooks Bernard on for this punt. It is also a pretty good kick here. And it will be Dallas Sanders who had that carry. And we've got an injury. Mark Fields is down for Arizona. Hopefully nothing serious. One of the special teams men for Arizona.
Look at the starting field position for Oklahoma City on their own 43-yard line.
And for a team that is 0-7 coming into the game tonight, you know, you've got to take advantage of every opportunity that is given and really handed to you. This is one of those times that they certainly would like to get some points on the board as Christian Bacciagalupi goes in motion. Pressure coming again from left, right, and dead center. And Colin Pierce is on the ground.
And Hunter Norwood now has 3 sacks in this game before halftime.
Making an early candidate and fighting off 2 linemen there. Did you see that, Rochelle? I mean, that was, how do you stop a guy like that? That's like trying to stop a train.
Like a truck. A Mack truck coming through the line.
Making an early candidate for player of the game for sure. Pressure again, relentless by Arizona. They know what they want to do tonight. So far, it's certainly working in their favor as Bacciagalupi in motion once more. Play clock down to 3 here. Able to get rid of it. It's Pierce, and he throws it to the other team. Intercepted. Rain Rie, coming back with that pick, and that's going to stop that drive.
Yeah, the pressure is like relentless by Arizona, forcing him to throw the ball before he wants to. That time he actually, had a little bit of protection between the air and throw.
Rain Rie with the 23rd interception on the career. That's actually interception number 1 on the season, so congratulations there. And now Arizona going to get a chance to start with some really good field position here, and it's Jones coming out possessed, will not go down, and gets a good 11, almost 12 on the carry.
Brad Jones is definitely running very hard tonight. He's just dragging defenders with him. I mean, great blocking, but I mean, at the end he just does it all himself.
I mean, he went head on with Thomas Raymond Jr. there, and the fact is just he lowered the shoulders and helmet and kept pushing. And he won that battle.
He definitely won that battle.
Screen pass. Oh, going backwards, but able to turn it upfield and get some positive yards is the halfback DJ Moses the second. 2nd and 6.
So basically for Arizona, these 3 backs are interchangeable. They really are. They'll use any of them. The fullback and both halfbacks.
Quick glance at Arizona's season up to this point. Lost the opener against Washington. Won 2 straight against Pittsburgh and Nashville. Lost 2 more against Sin City and Carolina before finding victory against Vancouver in Week 8. And now coming off of a loss to Baltimore in Week 9. So it's been up and down for Arizona. Not the season that they anticipated.
Good stop by Aaron Goody, number 56 there. 3rd and 2. See what Ashley does.
The run and simply gives it to Jones, and Jones able to get just enough before getting leveled there by a wayward shoulder by Oklahoma City. But you look at this game, Rochelle, it's a very important game for Arizona to try to keep pace in a West Division where they find themselves 4th. It's been a tough squad to be in this year.
Yeah, and that's unusual for Arizona to be that low in their division.
But you've had the success of Washington as Bismarck Wright just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. But you had the success of Washington, 7-1 coming into this week. Vancouver, 6-2, and then Sin City, 5-4. Of course, this is all records coming into this week of play. So a lot of stout competition in that division, which you know a thing or two about.
Yeah, I know a lot about that division, unfortunately.
Rochelle says all too well. Jackson throwing, and it's over the head of her intended target. So this is going to bring up a 3rd and 10 situation here. Arizona needing to convert, but Oklahoma wanting to come up with a surprising stop once more.
It'd be great for Oklahoma here to come up with a great stop, forcing us to kick a field goal here.
3 receivers to the bottom of your screen, folks. As you can see, Ashley Jackson, what way will she look? Pressure coming on a step-up run for the first, and going to be leveled as she started to go into her slide. Aaron Gooden, well, he got a good in there as far as the tackle goes, and it's 4th and 6.
I like that one.
Wow,
that was a hit.
Surprises. Yeah, it was a hit. Cliff Allen on to attempt the field goal. That is right down the middle and good. So it stays a 1-score game here. Arizona leads 13-7 midway through the second.
I bet you Eddie Gage just cringed when Ashley took that hit.
Oh, yeah. We could feel it up here. And Bachagalupi in the chat said Eddie is sweating there. You bet. Oklahoma with Skaggs' return out to the 26-yard line. Folks, rooms are going fast for the 2025 SFL convention, which is kicking off the league's 25th anniversary season, July the 10th through the 13th. If you want to go, you need to book your stay now. Join SFL Nation at the rooftop pool of the host hotel, the Hyatt Regency, and you can reserve your room now at the special group rate at simfl.net. And when we say now, we mean it in capital letters, N-O-W. Book that room today if you want a spot at this fun event. The carry, that is Frank Udon, the halfback, who gets 2 on first down. 4 minutes and counting in this first half, rather.
They got plenty of time and all 3 timeouts. Like I said, it's only a 1-score game. They like some points before halftime here.
Pierce wanting to shake off that interception. Going to roll out and look in the direction of McMichaels. Short gain there. McCray Sr. in on the stop, and that brings up 3rd and 6.
I didn't see a pass from Pierce here. Look for Bovine.
Udon lining up in the backfield. Pressure coming. Pierce able to connect with Jonathan Kilgore for a 1st and 10. And I got to tell you, I like what I'm seeing out of Pierce, Rochelle, because he don't have a whole lot to work with out there as far as protection goes. They just can't stop this blitz. And he's standing in there making some gutsy throws. I would assume you'd have to agree, yeah.
Definitely. I think he's at halftime going to go and find some very quick throws for him. So you got a couple yards there.
Yep, gain of 3, fighting hard on that one. 2nd and 7. 2:50 and counting in this second quarter.
Yeah, if I was OKC here, I would not give the ball back to Arizona. I just keep methodically moving the ball down the field. You got 2 minutes and change.
Pierce, pressure, but he gets rid of it.
Oh, no.
Intercepted and going the other way, unfortunately. About the second bad throw in about 3 attempts for Colin Pierce. Xavier Rowe gets the interception.
And that time, I mean, the ball was just a little bit underthrown. Great play by Rowe. Just to basically jump the route.
Yeah, going for Kilgore was the intended target. And like you said, just jump the route. And for Arizona, they have the really good opportunity here to pull ahead and make this a 2-score game before halftime if they play their cards right. Give the carry to Jones, who has a good run, gets across midfield. And 2nd and 5 will be coming up as he's slow to get up off the turf.
Yeah, OKC's got to find an answer for Jones. They need to either double team him, double tackle him.
TJ Punk again going in motion. We've seen that a couple of times tonight. And they'll let that run down to the 2-minute warning. Arizona with the lead and wanting to try to extend it before the half. You're watching the SFL on Virtual Football Network. Take a look at the team stats tonight. It's been pretty well balanced. With the nod going to Arizona to this point, the turnovers has been what has killed Oklahoma.
Yep.
Jones trying to just find some room, weaving and bobbing, but nothing there. Is Haley going to get credit for the tackle?
So 3rd and 3. Arizona could do anything right here. I give the ball to Brad Jones one more time.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. We expect to see that. And at 30 and counting. And they actually go with DJ Moses, and he is stopped short by Rahman Jr. And it's 4th and 1.
Great job by OKC forcing the punt from Arizona here.
They have come out with some really good defensive stops in this game.
They're going for it.
You hear the crowd chanting defense. Arizona wants to try to run it right down their throat, and they're able to do so with Bismarck right, and the timeout is called. That was a gutsy play indeed, and that makes sense why they were so conservative on 3rd down, knowing that they would go for it on 4th.
Gutsy call, but it pays off.
Jackson now to throw over the middle, and that is going to be a fumble, called a fumble for the moment. It is recovered by number 28 there of Oklahoma City. We'll see if that stands. We'll probably get a booth review at that inside of 2 minutes.
Oh.
Jarring hit by Brady Clark.
We're not going to review it?
Does not look that way.
Wow.
They're going to say that a football move was made and that Brady Clark was able to jar the pigskin loose. And Oklahoma City's got a big chance here if they play their cards right to at least try to march down the field and score before the half if they can get there. Pierce got to throw quick, able to do so. McMichaels able to cut upfield, gain of 7. 49 seconds and counting. No timeout being used yet.
If the adjustments by Pierce, knowing the pressure is coming, I've got to take 2 steps back and get rid of the ball. Great adjustment.
10 of 17 for Pierce. That's not the problem. It's the 2 INTs that occurred in about 3 pass attempts that has really made things rough on him. Udon with the carry and not much there. So now you kind of get this feeling that Oklahoma just wants to go to half as it is and try to come back out and make some adjustments.
It's still a 1-score game.
Will we get one more play?
Not sure.
And we do. Pierce will throw. It is complete. 1 second remaining. And they will not call a timeout. Instead, Tiberius Bovine's reception will be a good one for the stats truck, but that's about all.
Great read by Bovine. Finding a spot in between the defenders, and a great little throw by Pierce.
So Oklahoma's defense able to come up with the fumble to defend that drive as Arizona was moving down the field trying to make it a 2-score game. Not able to do so, and we will head into halftime with a good game here in Oklahoma. 13-7, Arizona leads. We welcome you into the SFL halftime report. Cameron Duty with Rochelle Colston. And Rochelle, give me your thoughts on this first half that I know you're going to talk about that pressure that's been in Pearson's face all day.
Yeah, Arizona is definitely bringing the pressure. I think if he can just find a receiver, there's got to be receivers open if you're bringing that much pressure on the O-line. And the game-changing thing right here for Oklahoma City is the interceptions. I mean,
it has been the thing that has kept them behind the 8 ball, if you will. The defense has played good. The offense did a pretty good job, except for the pressure that has been in Pearson's face, which has certainly contributed to the interception. And folks, before we get started, let's take ourselves a quick halftime break presented by Brakes GPT, and we'll be right back.
Pull the full-size Taylor Swift helmet. Shout out to all our Swifties. Travis Kelce. This is a Giants Lawrence Taylor.
Patrick Mahomes.
Chad Johnson with the Ocho Cinco.
We have a Drew Brees.
Is that an O.J. Simpson jersey?
And Aaron Rodgers.
Oh my goodness.
Brady! Tom Brady!
Break into the world of sports memorabilia collecting with Breaks GPT. Featuring signed football jerseys, helmets, photos, and more. Breaks GPT offers you the shot at winning autographed and authenticated sports memorabilia at a fraction of the price. Join the community of collectors on our Breaks GPT Facebook page and lock in your shot at hitting a humongous headliner over at breaksgpt.com. We'll welcome you back in to start the second half. Good field position here. Montana with a kick return may have more than field position. He is forced out around the 44-yard line, but how much better can it get if you're Arizona? What a great start.
Yeah, what a return. And how the blocking was lined up in front of him. Breaks one tackle and just off to the races. And only forced out of bounds.
Yeah, just got a little bit wide there, making the cut around the corner and steps out. 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line to start this second half. A big thanks to Jadoobie-Doo and Joshua Durr and the stats truck tonight doing a good job for us. We certainly appreciate that. And Cameron Irvine at SFL headquarters. A little delay handoff to Bismarck, and he's able to bulldoze forward for a gain of 8.
And that was a huge hole that just opened up right up the gut. Right at the O-line.
Brad Jones, the leading rusher tonight for Arizona with 49 yards on 11 attempts, and he's got a touchdown. Looking to add to that, but the defense not going to let him. That was a really big hit, again, by Aaron Gooden. I won't make that joke twice, but that was a great tackle.
Aaron Gooden is playing with a man with a mission.
8 tackles on the night. And a big 3rd and 1. We've seen them stopped a couple times in 3rd and 1. Oklahoma needing that. We'll see. You know it's going to be a big bulldozing run, and it is Jones again who makes them pay, getting out close to the Oklahoma 40-yard line.
He's finally brought down by free safety Brady Clark, but Jones is almost impossible to stop.
Whole Oklahoma defense was actually trailing him there and just trying to get him down. In the backfield now is Moses with those orange sleeves, and he goes for a good 5. They're going to give him 6 with the progress. And you know, for Arizona, Rochelle, the fact is you come out, you start on the 44-yard line. That changes how you want to attack your first drive, and they've really moved with ease.
And their run game is really working for them now.
You see it again here, bulldozing by Bismarck Wright, trying to put his opponent in the ground, and we've again got a 3rd and inches situation.
Yeah, Thomas Rahman Jr., number 42, the cornerback, came and made a huge hit. 3rd inches. We got Bismarck right in the backfield here.
And Bismarck gets it. And they have been so good on 3rd down this game. Like we said, Oklahoma's been able to come up with some good stops on 3rd down, but really on those 3rd and shorts and 4th and shorts, Arizona has had success. Man in motion, Yayo Montana. And Jackson, deep drop back to throw a screen out. And a good tackle by Gooden once more. There was nothing there. Barely able to get back to the line of scrimmage was Will Todd.
Yeah, Gooden doesn't just hit you. He basically obliterates you.
I like that. Spoken like me. That was really good, Rochelle. Ashley Jackson throwing. And how about this? Obliterating that negative play there, coming back to Montana and getting the 1st and 10.
Yeah, Montana just ran a route, found himself open in between the defenders. Lots of space in the middle of the field.
Yeah, just too much space there. And Josh Vasquez able to come up and make the stop. 1st and 10, as we said, just outside the 10-yard line, ever so close. And look at the yard to gain there, right on the goal line. So you might as well say 1st and goal for the sake of it. And that's Moses. And we've got a player down. Oh, and that is unfortunate, as that is Thomas Rahman Jr., a starter for Oklahoma. He is one of their cornerbacks, 5'11", 200 pounds. And hopefully he will not be out of this game for long because they definitely need him.
They really need him.
So that was all set up. This turnaround here. You had the big play down the field to get them inside the 10-yard line here. And now 2nd and 4, trying to push it in, and nothing there. 3rd and 4 coming up.
Nice stop by Brady Clark there. See if OKC's defense can do it one more time. 3rd and 4. Basically 3rd and touchdown, but I mean.
Todd in motion and lines up on the left side there. They give it to Brad Jones, who just would not be stopped. He saw the end zone, and they were nobody going to keep him out. Spikes the ball, and it's a touchdown for Arizona, and it's a 2-score lead.
And Brad Jones has been doing this all night. He hits the first tackle, he breaks it, he just keeps dragging people with him.
And how about Arizona choosing to almost exclusively run the football down the field? Like we said, that kick return got them set up in some incredible field position, and really the running attack did it after that.
I mean, keep your offense on the field, you tire the defense, you do a methodical drive. Defense has to be tired now.
Another 11-play drive, as you said, methodical indeed. And for Brad Jones, that's up to 60 yards tonight for 2 touchdowns, and he's averaging about 4.3 yards a carry. So big night for Jones, and we will see just how Oklahoma City will choose to respond, as that is kneeled for a touchback. Makes you kind of question not pushing to go down the field when you had the ball with about a minute left before the half, especially after you got the fumble recovery there for Oklahoma City.
And unfortunately for OKC, you're usually starting around your own 20-yard line.
Pierce throws a little bit more time there, throwing in the double coverage, and unfortunately McMichaels just had to take a shot from Smith, and it's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, the secondaries from Arizona has been hitting very hard.
That drive by Arizona took almost one half of the 3rd frame here. Not giving Oklahoma much time to work with. Pressure coming, just literally running around the would-be blocker there was Lawless, and that really did seem like a lawless sack there. I mean,
untouched.
That's a crime how open he was able to get.
Well, I mean,
untouched.
Arizona has steady pressure. That's their whole game plan on defense, is steady pressure.
Norwood with 3 sacks, and now I'll give one to Lawless. That's tipped and incomplete. And it's 4th and 15. The clock stops.
Yeah, Sean Moore got his paw on at that time.
Credit to this Arizona defense, certainly putting in the work. And that drive for Oklahoma City, that's not how you want to start off this second half. James Fiegels will be on to attempt the punt from his goal line. Pressure coming, but he's able to get that one away. And again, it's going to be great field position. Marvelous field position, in fact, for Arizona. As that is fair caught by TJ Punk. And this is the part right here. If you don't want this game to get away from you, if you're Oklahoma City, you need to come up with something big, because Arizona feels like they're just on the brink of pulling this one out.
Yeah, and your poor defense is only on the sideline for 34 seconds. You got to give it more rest than that.
Yeah, no time to catch a breather at all. You got Brad Jones just running wild out here. They do stop him for a gain of 2. Gooden with another tackle.
Gooden seems to be able to bring him down by himself. And he's the only one right next to forward solo tackles on Jones.
2nd and 8, bringing pressure again. They knew it was coming. A good job by the defense. And really, let's credit this defense. I mean, they have been your workhorse tonight, like you said.
Dave O'Cannon with a stop there.
Yeah, not a lot of time on the sidelines, as you alluded to. And here they are again, 3rd and 7. Jackson, pressure, interface, but able to find the wide open man. And that's Donnie Hands with a nice catch to keep this drive alive. And how frustrating that must be for the Oklahoma defense.
Yeah, your defense comes up makes 2 huge stops on runs, and then Donnie Hands sits to the sideline all by himself.
Keep the clock running, 1st and 10. Folks, how many likes do we have on this video, Rochelle? Either way, it's not enough. That's right. We'd like to invite you to smash that like button if you haven't already. We want you to help us reach more people. Leave a comment on the video, subscribe to the channel. You can help us reach all the people who need more football in their lives. And as always, we thank you for the support on the YouTube channel here. A great play by Todd, and it's 1st and 10. Drive continues.
I thought Josh Backbutts actually tipped it.
He did. He was able to get a big paw up there, but not enough to change its direction or anything, and it finds its way to Todd. Keep an eye on Buchanan. Simons lining up in the backfield. And he goes out wide. Ashley Jackson throwing to the end zone, and it is a touchdown for number 88, TJ Punk.
TJ Punk just ran a route, put himself in the middle of 3 defenders, and Ashley Jackson just threw the perfect pass for only he could catch it.
Man. Well, that again is attributed to great field position. We've seen it. It seems like a bad repetitive cycle when it gets to that point for Oklahoma City. You get pinned back in your own field. You got to punt it away. Your turnover happens. The opposing team has great field position, able to go down the field and score. We've seen that twice alone tonight. And unfortunately now you also have to deal with the fact that we haven't got an update on Rahman Jr. to see if he's been back in the game. We don't think that he is. And that's certainly going to hurt your Oklahoma defense too.
And you think about it, you only have to go 50 yards to score. So you flip the field, you cut the field in half. So it makes your job a lot easier for Arizona.
Like you said, you're going the length of an arena football field, at least twice in this game. So really hard to defend like that.
Like I said, the defense has been on the field a long, long time.
The offense, though, going to come out and try to get this defense some rest, and we'll see what Oklahoma can come up with here. Down 27-7, 3:30 here in the 3rd. Kilgore going in motion now. Yulon getting a nice carry on 1st down, gain of 6. Really like that. At some point, if you are Oklahoma City, of course, I know you've had to deal with the pressure all night, Rochelle, but, you're going to start looking up tempo here, too. Which is easier said than done. With all the pressure that's been in Colin Pierce's face, they keep that one on the ground with Jacob Brewer. Not able to get much there, and it's 3rd and 4 quickly. Big 3rd and 4 coming up here for Oklahoma City. And Pierce to throw. Not a bad attempt there to try to get it to McMichaels, but just played really well by that Arizona defense. And unfortunately for the Oklahoma defense, they're going to have to go back out with very little time to recuperate.
Yeah, 4th and 4, and once again, defense back on the field.
Eagles with the punt, going to try to get a good one away here, but you got to think that good field position is to come for Arizona. Not fair call. He'll try to run it back. Gets to the midfield stripe there for TJ Punk. Hey, he said, I got 1 touchdown already. Let's try to get 1 out of the kick return as well. Folks, you're watching the Simulation Football League action right here on the Virtual Football Network. This week on the VFN will feature the SFL today and tomorrow, the final week of the SFL in regular season on Wednesday, and the UFL Thursday and Friday. It's another week of non-stop action right here on the Virtual Football Network, and what more do you want? You got football almost every day of the week, and who doesn't love living in a world like that?
Definitely. I mean, where else can you get football 7 days a week?
I think, I literally, you always seem like you have this little bit of depression after, the Super Bowl and college football ends and all that. No, I mean, this SFL action and now round-the-clock football, I feel like we haven't even took our foot off the gas as far as football goes in this upcoming springtime here. 3rd and 1 coming up for Arizona. And you got to love it, too. I mean, it's always great content to watch.
Brad Jones is picking up where he left off.
He sure is. A couple of candidates on that Arizona team that literally could be, a contender for the game ball, but we'll just have to see what happens here on this 3rd and 1 as Bismarck now gets the carry and extends the drive. A minute 37 remaining in this 3rd quarter. And you got to about agree that with one more score here, a touchdown, we should say, that would almost put it on ice for these Arizona Scorpions, and they would be able to avoid a 2-game losing skid.
I think their plan is just to run the ball and run the clock. You got a 20-point lead.
Brad Jones, again, working him hard, and he's a little slow to get up off the ground. I know he's probably getting a little bit exhausted, but as we have already talked about, Oklahoma City's defense is exhausted too. The wear and tear is starting to show, not just on these players, but on the football field as well.
Yeah, but Arizona, I mean, they have 2 more backs they can throw back there.
Pressure moving up here for Oklahoma City. TJ Punk going in motion. They give it to Jones once more, somehow finding a hole where it didn't even look like that was possible. And that brings up 3rd and 2 for those Scorpions, wearing that white, black and orange trim on the side. Gotta love the colors of both of these teams tonight.
The uniforms are very nice.
Very sharp. Letting the play clock run down here, and gonna be pushed back. No, they'll say Bismarck Wright able to get over the yellow line there for the 1st and 10.
No challenge yet.
Instead, we will head to the final quarter. Get your 4s up. One more quarter to play. Thanks for watching the Simulation Football League on the Virtual Football Network. Arizona leads 27-7. Week 11 of SFL Season 24 continues tomorrow with a Monday night spectacular doubleheader. We'll start in Houston with the Headhunters and the Dragons, followed by Lexington and Mexico City in the nightcap. The action starts, though, with Cam and Mike on SFL this week, recapping today's games at 7:15 Eastern Time. That happens all right here on the Virtual Football Network, as Jones again with a gain of 5.
And Brad Jones unofficially up to 84 yards already, averaging 4.2 yards per carry.
Would love to get over the century mark before this game is over, as Moses now in on the carry. And bringing up 3rd and 1. And 3rd down percentage has been very good tonight, for Arizona. They've been able to convert more often than not.
And Moses is actually averaging 4.5 yards per carry, and Bismarck Wright's averaging 3.6.
And they're also going to say that will go for a 1st. Bismarck Wright landing right there on the line to gain. It was close. I mean, one thing I'll say about Oklahoma, they have made it quite close. Oh, and we're going to get our first challenge of the night.
We can replay this.
Yeah, we'll take a Retroid retroactive look at the play. Get your console to play SFL on the go at GoRetroid.com. Well, from that angle,
I think he got it, but
I do too.
yeah.
Yes. By the thinnest of margins.
Let's see. No.
Oh. Well, again, as we said, the same applies as we always say, Rochelle. If we think it's going to happen, it doesn't. And it's 4th and inches here. Oh, we continue to just curse these poor teams, don't we? Cliff Allen on to attempt the 32-yard field goal, Rochelle. I'm not even going to say if I think he's going to make it. I don't want to hurt his chances. The kick is good right down Broadway. 30-7. Arizona pads the lead.
So I guess from now on, whatever we say, just choose the opposite.
Yeah, I think we just shouldn't even give our opinion at all anymore. I think we're just going to call it
opinionless.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to be right down the middle. You know, we're not going to even say what we think could even possibly happen. And forget strategy. We're just not going to say it.
I can say it. I'm just going to be wrong.
Well, okay, that's true. Start telling me that I'm a commentator cursing everybody, and we don't want that again. I just got out of that. Just kidding. 1st and 10 coming up for Oklahoma City. Skaggs had that return. He's had a busy day back there as well. 8:52, and for Oklahoma City right now, the best thing you can do is you know, fight hard to put some points up. If they are able to put some points up, and they're able to put another touchdown on the board, that would equivalent their second best of the season. Udon with the carry. Been tough sledding for Oklahoma. First game of the season, they lost by 7. They put up 31 points against Queen City, but after that, they were shut out in Lexington. Only 3 points in Vancouver and Los Angeles. 14 in Chicago. 3 against Minnesota, and just 7 last week in Washington. Pierce throwing. Oh, that's a nice play. Great resiliency there. Out to midfield by Kilgore.
And once again, Arizona brought the pressure. He felt it. He found his receiver. Nice route by Kilgore.
Yeah, and you know, a startup team, Oklahoma. We talked about it. Oklahoma actually, you know, sold their team to Arizona back at the end of season 13. So Oklahoma coming back after, you know, a 10-season hiatus. We welcome them back into the fold, and it's been a very, you know, some growing pains has certainly taken place this season, but they certainly haven't had an easy schedule either, have they, Rochelle? I mean, some of the teams that I just mentioned that they've had to go up against, it's been tough sledding. That path goes incomplete.
There's always a rebuilding phase, and it takes a while. You know, you have a lot of young players. You have to develop them.
And then you got to develop them out here in a schedule where you are playing 5 teams in just as many weeks that had an above 500 record. I think it's 6 tonight. Going to have a 500 record. Oh, what a reception, and I love that they keep playing there. Great play by Stephen McMichaels to keep the drive alive. Got to love that.
Great play. Definitely a great play. Wow, that was heavily defended.
It was, but you got to love the heart that some of these youngsters are showing out here for sure. Not going down without a fight. $7:25 remaining in this game, and Pierce still back there throwing. Ooh, I thought that actually made it to the hands of Kilgore, and I think it actually did, but just a good defensive play to jar that loose.
Yeah, Xavier Roux come up with a huge hit, knocking the ball loose.
Kilgore again in motion this time on 2nd and 10. Pierce to throw, one-handed grab. Reaching out there to snag that was Christian Bashagalupi. That was a great play.
I think it's his first catch of the evening.
That was a thing of beauty. I love those one-handed grabs.
I'm sorry, that was the second reception. He is now has 24 yards. He's been kind of quiet.
Credit to that Arizona defense. Obviously, Boccigalupi, one of the star wideouts here for this Oklahoma City team. Spent many years over in Carolina and then comes over here to help build this team. And that is him once more getting the reception and make it 1st and goal for the Renegades.
Wow, this drive, the offense is looking on all points. I think Arizona's bringing less pressure now, giving Pierce just a little bit more time to throw the ball.
They come out in such a heavy, just crowding the box each and every play. Pierce, he's had to throw it as well. I mean, nearly 30 times tonight. And when you have to throw, 30 times or more, you're going to have some bad-looking throws, especially if pressure's in your face. So Pierce certainly did the best with what he's had tonight. Toss play right side for Udon, who gets a couple. 2nd and goal now coming up. 6:10 remaining in this 4th.
Frank Udon's had 7 attempts for 16 yards, averaging about 2.3 yards per carry. And as long as carries tonight's been 6 yards.
Arizona has did a good job of making Oklahoma City one-dimensional for sure. Pierce throwing end zone touchdown McMichaels. And that was a pretty play. Nice footwork in the back of the end zone there.
Nice route by McMichaels. He found himself and ran a route, put himself at the back of the end zone, basically by himself, and perfect throw by Pierce.
McMichaels' 3rd touchdown of the season. They like looking to that big man towards the back of the end zone.
He was all by himself back there.
Well, he was. And so a little bit of hope, another small sign of life here for Oklahoma. The Pulse was still beating. The extra point attempt is good by Anderson. And a 9-play, 70-yard drive, their best of the night. And it's a 16-point game.
Now you gave your defense a nice little rest. That was a 4-minute drive. You come out with, fresh legs.
Right. See if they can get a quick stop and get the ball back here. Gotta love the fight in this OKC team. With a good return out across the 30 once more for Punk.
Well, Arizona has definitely won the field positioning tonight for sure.
Yeah, they have. Again, you talked about the effects of not having a contracted kicker.
It does hurt.
Mm-hmm. Or a rookie kicker for that matter. I'm working on that, folks. 1st and 10 coming up here for Arizona. 5:44 remaining in the 4th. They want one good drive to take most of the time away here. Put this thing on ice. Jackson with all day to get a sandwich and then some. And then right down the middle. Oh, it's a foot race. Donnie Hands. Don't know if they're going to catch him. Last minute grab. They will not, as he pushes his way into the end zone for what will be our breakaway play of the game, brought to you by Breaks GPT, sports memorabilia breakers and collectors. You never know whose autographed helmet or jersey you might hit. Check it out at breaksgpt.com. What a play.
The only defender that was back there was, number 88, TJ Punk. Put a heel on the defender, which is broken wide open.
And that will put the icing on the cake, if you will, on this game. And Arizona going to be able to secure their 4th victory of the season to get back to 500 as Allen's kick is good. Well, no time was run off the clock. One play, 67 yards, 20 seconds worth of time. And Oklahoma will get the ball back. You take a look at a frustrated Renegades team on the sidelines.
That's the 2nd time tonight that the Arizona receivers have made huge blocks.
They've done that. Donnie Hands himself did some really nice blocks this evening.
Yep, and TJ Punk had one there on that drive.
Kick fielded about the 7-yard line, and we brought back up to the 30, where Oklahoma City will go at it again.
So at least they're starting on their own 30 and have their own 20 this time. So nice return.
Taking a look for Arizona, the rest of their season. Can you already believe that we only have 4 weeks of regular season football left after this? I mean, that's mind-blowing to me. But coming up, they've got Minnesota. They'll go on the road to play the Legend. Then they come home in week 13 to play the Florida Storm. And then they round out the season on the road to the Los Angeles Lycans. They come to visit you, Rochelle. Great play right there by McMichaels. And they round out their season with Mexico City. So really tough final quarter of the season to go here for Arizona.
Yep, it doesn't get any easier for them. That's definitely not the case here. Minnesota, they're always tough to play.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Florida. Yeah. And the Vikings they always give a tough fight as well. So, you know, those divisional matchups such as that, it doesn't matter how many times that you play or really what the record is.
Oh, we heard offense already.
There's always a fight when it's a divisional opponent. Yeah, inside of 5 minutes, we see Pierce go hurry up, flag on the play. We haven't seen too many yellow hankies tonight. We will get one here. I think this is our third.
Pass interference.
Impeding the route, number 53, the culprit there, Adam Wiseman. And we'll just see. Yeah. That shove right there, I think, is that what they're calling it?
Yep. Even though I don't think he was the intended receiver, but okay.
Nevertheless, it results in a first down here for the Renegades.
And they're in Arizona territory.
The rollout, Pierce looking for McMichaels, who certainly has been his favorite target of the day. Gain of 2, no huddle.
Bovine's been quiet in the second half.
Was intercepted, and had Ernest McCray Sr. been able to get his hand on that one, they wouldn't have been able to catch him. That would have been a pick 6 for sure.
That would have been disastrous.
Luckily for Oklahoma City, it falls to the ground harmlessly. And it's third and 8.
And I think we're in 4-down territory here.
I would have to agree. It's Pierce that throws.
That was not a fumble.
Don't want to believe that would have been a fumble. Didn't feel like he had full possession of it, but Smith certainly thinks so. Jarred that ball loose. And if it stands, Arizona will get the ball back, but we will see.
Oh, I don't know.
It's going to be closer than what it initially looked, I do believe, to my eyes. We'll see if we get a replay on that, and we will. A violent snap there of the red hanky, and that is going to bring out our second Richroyd retroactive look at the play. And again, we remind you to get your console to play the SFL on the go at GoRetroid.com. Does he have position?
I can't tell from that angle either, so.
The play has been ruled an incomplete pass, and Oklahoma City will not be charged a timeout.
Nice challenge call there.
Yeah, definitely. We had questions about the earlier fumble that was called a fumble. This right here, though, even closer than that, and you could tell right there, just no fumble, no football move to be made there.
When I saw it live, I didn't think it was a fumble. But, I mean, slowed it down. I was like,
Funny how frames per second can certainly change the way you look at things, as that handoff to Udon. Oh, they're going to say he lost that ball?
It was 4th down, I think.
Was it 4th? Oh, I apologize. 4th and 10. I lost my track of the down there after that. I was thinking that they were on 3rd. And because of it, Arizona will get the ball back.
Well, you're right. It was a fumble, I guess. I'm not sure what happened there.
Nevertheless, the Scorpions get the ball back with 4:25 remaining. And it is 1st and 10. And you just give it to Jones. Man, he has had a good day.
I'd be surprised if you see Ashley Jackson throw the ball at all at this point in the game.
So, and you're right, certainly no need to. Having fresh legs of DJ Moses and Bismarck Wright and even Jones there in the backfield, who has had a heck of a game. Certainly feels like there would be no need to put it in the air. Play clock down to 5.
Ooh, good.
Yeah, Moses just trying to push the pile, and Gooden comes up with the stop.
Now 3rd and 7, you might see Ashley throw. I don't think it'd be a wise move, but we never know.
Yeah, we don't. You're right. At this point, our statistics, if Cam could throw up a graphic on our predictions versus the results, it would be worse than some of my punting averages this season. So we we don't want to go there. Play clock down to 3. And you're all right, though. They do just run it.
Oh, wow.
Look at this. Why throw it? Brad Jones just would not be stopped. Man, you gotta love watching a football player like that. I mean, really, closing in on 100 yards.
2 tackles. Let's just drag number 21 with us. Then he rolls over him to add insult to injury.
Yeah. I think we need to call him
the first down.
I think we need to call him the steamroller. I mean, he just he flattens everything in his path. And his stature, 5'10", but 240 pounds.
A little stocky.
Yeah.
Low center of gravity.
In comparison with DJ Moses, who's at 228. Now, in the fullback, Bismarck Wright, oh, yeah, he's 240 pounds as well.
That's on big backs.
Uh-huh.
Punishing backs.
Bruising backs is a good term as well, and they certainly have them here. And now, just as you predicted, Michelle, you're right on that. Keeping the ball on the ground for a couple of minutes here to bring us down to the 2-minute warning. We'll take a quick breather here, and myself, Cameron Duty, and Rochelle Colston will be right back. You're watching the SFL on the VFN. This was a tight game coming out of the half, 13-7. It was all Arizona all 3rd quarter, and they haven't looked back since. Brad Jones and company, as you see right there on the field, taking over Oklahoma City, will now begin to use their timeouts. And Arizona about to go to 4-4. Big thanks to Joshua Durr and Jadoobie Doo in the stats truck tonight. And as always, Cameron Irvine at SFL HQ. It's been a quiet evening for Cameron Irvine. We haven't heard from him yet. Hand off here with Jones, still breaking tackles, and almost another first. They want to make Oklahoma use those timeouts and in a hurry warm up the bus and head back to Arizona. See Brad Jones there.
Jones is still in the game.
And over the century mark for this game.
I think at some point you let up. Oh my gosh.
I mean, he keeps hurdling like a decathlon athlete out there, getting the first. And Oklahoma again burning another timeout. So now at this point, just about one more first down away here for Arizona, and this one will be wrapped up.
Brad Jones like a ping pong ball. We're in victory formation.
All right. So for this Oklahoma City team, their next 4 games, tough ones coming up. They play the Indianapolis Ramblers in a division game. They go on the road. So this is the last time that they'll be at home for a couple of weeks. Then they come back in Week 13 to face the Atlanta Swarm. On the road again, they go out west to play the Denver Nightwings, another divisional matchup. And they round out their regular season against the DC Dragons.
So their schedule doesn't get any easier either.
No, it's a tough road for both of these teams. As we're at 3rd and 13 here and less than a minute remaining in this game. Big shout out and thanks to all of you for being in the group chat tonight, the video feed. Been a lot of fun. $10 super chat. Arizona Scorpions, Arizona, I love y'all. Game ball goes out to tight end Will Todd for suiting up despite his hometown, Rolla, Missouri, enduring 2 tornadoes yesterday.
Wow.
Incredible. Yeah, absolutely game ball for Will Todd for that. And you are correct. And our thoughts and prayers do go out to those who have been affected by the severe weather that really took place in the Midwest. And as we said, all the way through into the portions of the East Coast as well, I think was dealing with it today. We had a couple of power outages stemming from that as well. But definitely thoughts and prayers to all those affected.
Yeah, we kept getting warnings, and then all of a sudden, I was home yesterday, we actually got nothing. We got like 30 minutes of rain, and that was it.
Thank goodness for that. Final score here at Oklahoma. Arizona 37. Oklahoma City Renegades 14 as we take a look at the final stats. The final thoughts, Rochelle, and who does your game ball go to?
My game, I would have to get Hunter Norwood.
The big man with all of those sacks this evening, an incredible job. And really the catalyst for keeping Colin Pierce on the ground.
Yeah, Colin Pierce, he had it tough all night long. All he saw was pressure, pressure, pressure. Threw 2 interceptions. When you throw the ball that many times, you're bound to throw an interception or 2.
Folks, just a reminder that Week 11 of SFL Season 24 continues tomorrow with the big Monday Night Spectacular as it's Houston and the D.C. Dragons, followed by Lexington and Mexico City. And, of course, Cameron might get you started at SFL this week. Now, for Cameron Irvine, Jadooby-Doo, Joshua Durr, and my buddy Rochelle Colston, I am Cameron Duty. It has been a pleasure. We will see you next time on the SFL on the Virtual Football Network. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night.